Merry Christmas! Look who's back! That's right, Carol. You mentioned it a couple of videos ago that you missed the Christmas tree. So here I am. I'm back, baby. And I'm better than ever. Look at me. I've got the belt. I got a belt because I wholeheartedly agree. Davey is not the champion. He did not participate. He did not win. But he's ridiculous. And he got this belt. So if you win, you unify the belts. But we're still going to play because it's in every video. So we got to wear it. And look, I got a gift. It's Tyler freaking Lockett's jersey shirt. That's right. It's Tyler freaking Lockett. Remember when JD went to bed, thinking he got a win against Katie, and he woke up and saw Tyler freaking Lockett drop 55 on him? Oh, that was a bad time. And then, I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of flipped around, but there's a Leo on the tree. That's right. So, week 12 done in the books. It's down to week 13. There's only 1 week left, folks. And we're going to have some awesome stuff to go through. We've got 2-player profiles. We only have 3 left. We have Travis, Bob, and JB. So who would be the number 1? Oh, the answer's going to surprise you. So anyways, let's talk about week 12 before we get into week 13. Week 12, how ridiculous. Whoa. 2 people almost dropped 200 points. And as we write this video, as I speak, technically week 12 isn't done. Now, 5 matchups are completely done, but if Dana can score 61 points between a tight end, a defense, and a kicker, she's gonna win. So we're counting that as a loss. So don't make us look stupid there. So Eric scores 164 points. Think of it, folks. You score 164 points, what should happen? You should win. But guess what? He didn't. He's going to lose to Travis, who scored 200. At Gibson, Jefferson, at DK Metcalf. Oh, man, it was just ridiculous. Will Fuller, in his final week in the NFL this year, got him 38. But Deshaun Watson dropped 42. Oh, ridiculous. Kyle, congratulations. Your domination of the win there gives you a first-round bye. Congratulations, you don't play week 14. You will be a participant in Playoff Mania. That's right, Playoff Mania just a couple weeks away. So, Kara, this is very exciting. Remember when you were 3-0? And you were the talk of the town, and then you probably lost 5 in a row, and quickly all the talk went to you playing for the dumper. But now you're 1-1, and here you are. Oh, here we are. Here the bleep we are. You're now 6-6, and you have a shot at the playoffs. Unbelievable. It's going to be great. It's going to be exciting. And then Dana. Derrick Henry drops 43 points. You got to be happy, right? 3 touchdowns. You're thinking, getting first round, bye. But nope. Along comes Tari freaking Hill. 67 points. Now, how crazy ridiculous was that? 67 points. Oh, never had a shot. You never had a chance. So, that was week 12. We really won't look at the week 13 much because guess what? Let's get into playoff scenarios. Yep, playoff scenarios coming right up next. JB, take it away.
Here we are, our playoff scenarios. Kyle, it's pretty simple. You clinch the playoffs, you clinch the first round bye. You want the number 1 overall seed or not, it's up to you, but welcome to Playoff Mania. Travis, you've also clinched a playoff. You can get a first round bye with a win or a Dana loss, and if you're interested, there's how you can get number 1 overall seed. Here's where we get into the meat and potatoes of the playoff race. Dana has clinched the playoffs, and by what I mean by that is that she's got 1,713 points, 70 points up on people like 150 on like 6th place, so she's pretty much secured there. She won't be playing for the dumper. Just to go over it though, she can clinch a playoff with a win, or if she loses with an Eric or Sam J loss. She's the only other one eligible for a first round bye. If she gets a win and Travis gets a loss and she outscores Travis by 50 plus points. JB will not be eligible for the dumper this year, so yay. He's got a couple ways to get into the playoffs. Victory, easiest way, just win, get in. Not if he gets a loss, Eric and Sam J can lose, or if he takes a loss, Eric or Sam J gets a loss, just one or the other, while Katie and Kara in their matchup not outscoring JB by the final of 12 points or more. Eric, you too are not eligible to win the dumper because even if you miss the playoffs, you will get a first round bye in the consolation bracket. A little more simple for you. For the playoffs, win and you're in, or if you lose, you just got to start hoping that Meredith crushes Sam J. Sam J, you too are also not eligible for the dumper, so congratulations there. Same kind of scenario, just flip. You win, you're in the playoffs. If you lose, you'll be rooting for your good friend Bob to body punch Eric into submission. So Kara, you were technically still eligible for the dumper. It's slim, but it's there. We won't really go into it much, but for the playoffs, if you win and Eric or Sam J loses, or if you win and I lose and you outscore me by 12, you'll snake that last playoff seed. Katie, same kind of scenario, just again, flip it around. You win and Eric or Sam J loss puts you in, or you win and I lose and you just have to outscore me by 2 more points, and you will then snake that last playoff spot. Bob, those losses to Adam, 2 out of 3 victories have come against you. That was a devastating blow. You're not eligible for the playoffs anymore, but you still have a chance to get a first round bye, and all you have to do is win and outscore Kara and Katie by 89 points. You do that, you'll put Kara, the loser of Kara Katie, into the dumper bracket, so get that lineup set proper. Sam, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you have clinched the dumper playoffs. Meredith, I'm pretty sure you've known this was coming a couple weeks ago, but at 4-8, you too have also clinched the dumper playoffs. Adam, it's your first year in the league, and you'll be your first taste at fighting for the dumper, but I think you knew this was coming a long time ago, that you'd be fighting for the dumper.
Alright, so there's your playoff scenarios. So, Meredith, Samby, and Adam start planning. You gotta get 1 victory or 2 to avoid that toilet bowl. And the rest of you guys, good luck. You know, Dana, Travis, Kyle, good luck at the playoffs. And to JB, Eric, Sam, J, Katie, and Kara, good luck trying to fight for the last 3 spots between the 5 of you. It's gonna be dangerous. And Bob, good luck. Hopefully you don't get stuck in the double boat, but you know it's gonna be a hard uphill battle. So, this is all my time that I have for this week. Maybe I'll return if I get a lot of people saying this was cool. But no one watches these videos anyways. But now, let's get into some fun player profiles.
Here's your player profile for Bob. Bob joined in 2010. His regular season record is 78-66. He's got a 12-11 in the playoff record. So overall, 90-77, close to getting that 100th win, probably next year or the year after. Ranked 4th out of 12, ranked 6th over 20th overall. The reason why for the asterisks, last week, Kyle was below you, but this week, since you lost and Kyle won, Kyle's above you. The best finish, 7th That's pretty sad, right? Never gotten above 7th place. Happened in 2015 and 2017. Just put it in perspective, never seen the championship bracket. Our worst finish 10th in 2012, average finish of 6th, resulting in the average score of 127.78 to 122.75. Most wins against 10, and that goes against John, Eric, and he who shall not be named. Most losses 12 against Travis. His biggest rival, Travis, 18 matchups with a 6-12 record. Bob is known as the king of the consolation bracket, as seen as he's never gone out of the consolation bracket. He does have 2 championship wins in 2015 and 2017 against his heated rival, Eric, in the brackets. Eric can never seem to get over the hump of beating Bob. It's the player profile for Travis. Travis was one of the original 8 still in the league to this day. Regular season of 87, 71, and 1. Playoffs of 14 and 11. Overall, he was the first person to 100 wins in the league at 101 and 82 and 1. He is currently ranked 2nd out of 12 and ranked overall 4th out of 20th. His best finish was a 2nd place finish in 2011. Almost got some dumpers, as his worst finish was 11th twice, 2016 and 2017 back-to-back years. But even with those bad 11th place finishes, he still averages overall a 6.2. That's because he usually finishes around 3rd place. Yeah. Just over 21,000 points, just under 21,000 points. 135.6 to 131.26. The moral of the story is you've got to bring your A game to beat Travis. Most wins against 12 against Bob and he who shall not be named. And the most losses against 10 against John, which that'll eventually pass as John's no longer with us. Biggest rival, Bob again, 18, but he holds the 12-6 advantage. For a man that's been in the league for 11 years, you'd think he'd hold more championship, but no, he's only held the consolation championship once in 2018. He did, however, almost win the dumper twice and win the championship once. But, you know, maybe one day things will start falling his way. This year, he is currently in pace to win the Johnny Moxon Scoring Championship. So there's that, which is nice. Well, Kara, hope you enjoyed the Christmas tree being back. Eric, in honor of your defeat, I'll drink, a Johnny Blood. Something that I haven't done in the past that I'm going to start doing going forward. I'll do it this year. I'm going to keep the highest score position player because 66 I think is the highest ever scored. 55 was the highest. Even beats the 50. I remember Romo dropping on Sam J a couple years ago when JB changed his fantasy life. So we'll have that going forward. There's also a possibility, after doing all the math, that there's 2 scenarios that a 7-6 team might not make the playoffs. So here's how it breaks down. If I lose, Eric and Sam J win, and then Kara or Katie outscore me by 15 points, I will be 7-6 in the consolation bracket. I will not make it to the regular. So that would be devastating. Also, another way is if I win and Sam and Eric win, doesn't matter between the winner of Katie and Kara, that would not be enough to get you in. So there's distinct possibility. We will probably have, I'll probably put it on there, we'll probably have a 7-6 team not make the playoffs this year. And that's going to be tragic. I promised I didn't have tape, so next week I'll wear it. But, Tyler freaking Lockett. So there you go, just for you, Katie. Hope you enjoyed it. In a couple weeks, we got Playoff Mania, so please look ahead, think ahead, and get prepared for that. Well, without further ado, I think I've overshot my video, and I have to do a lot of editing, probably a minute worth of editing throughout. So I'll get out of here. Until next time, Travis, I'll see you on the Fantasy Gridiron.